Hey, it's Mark chapter 11. So we are quickly closing in on the end. We're almost 3/4 of the way through this thing. So listen, right at the end of Mark chapter 10, there's this scene where Jesus heals a blind man by the name of Bartimaeus, who's calling out to him. And Jesus heals him. And it says he gets up and he immediately begins to follow Jesus where he's going. And Jesus then heads straight into Jerusalem. This is a picture for us. It basically is inviting us to also join the group and follow Jesus into Jerusalem. It's as if Mark is saying that our eyes have now been opened. Jesus has told us who he is. And look, everything up until now has been kind of the warm-up, but now we're to the final act. We are entering into the last week of Jesus' life. So our eyes are open and we're following him in. We get this beautiful scene of what we call Palm Sunday, where Jesus rides in on the young colt or the donkey, and people are shouting, Hosanna, King David. I mean, they're seeing this messianic vision come true in their lives, and unfortunately for them, what Jesus knows, what they don't, is that he's riding into his death. It's not what they're expecting. And really, when you realize what the people want, the show, the big show, and what they're going to get is going to really disappoint them. I want you to contrast that to everything that Jesus comes upon the rest of his time in Jerusalem. He spends his time in chapter 11 in the temple, and but before he gets there, he sees this fig tree, and he goes over and he expects to find figs. It says it's not the time for figs, so he doesn't find any figs there. It's kind of a strange thing until you realize that what Jesus is setting up for us is this picture of, I guess the best way I can say it is, the religion that the people are involved in, and they're expected, it's all flash but no substance. Jesus sees a tree that presents itself as this flourishing, fruit-bearing tree, but there's no fruit on it. And then he goes into the temple and he sees this flourish of people in the outer courts, but there's no substance behind it. Instead, what's behind it is crooked. It's bad. I mean, it's something that's persisted for thousands and thousands of years, right? The idea that what we're here to do is give you God, but what we're really doing is we're taking from you and growing wealthy off of what you bring us. In the court of the Gentiles, where people from outside would come to pray, they've basically turned that into a market where they've marked up the price of the sacrifices people would buy to go into the temple and sacrifice. So this is not a good thing. And Jesus, he calls them out on it, and to get right to the heart of it, you want to know how evil it is there. They're like, how do we kill this guy? Right? This you're going to read that in Mark chapter 11, that the Pharisees and the scribes from that point on are trying to find out a way to kill him, to murder him. Man, that picture of what he's up against is, it seems like something that we should be beyond, but we're not. I mean, so many churches have sacrificed true worship and true service on the altar of wanting to be the big, flourishing, prosperous church. And it's a dangerous thing. And what Jesus is doing is he's showing us, look, I can't handle all flash and no substance. I've come to bring substance, which is why the people are expecting flash when he rides in, but really he's showing them his substance. He's riding in peacefully and humbly, and he is eventually going to go right to his death to save the souls of all humans, right? To give us an opportunity to know God. This is a powerful beginning to the last week of his life. So read it from that perspective, how powerful the things he's saying and doing are, and really what he's trying to root out in the lives of people who call themselves followers of God. All right, hey, I'm doing this at night. I'm pretty tired. I'm feeling good. I'm going to go hang out with my wife for a little while. I want you guys to have a pleasant day, and keep reading, keep searching, keep studying. All right, good night.